Welcome to my channel Commerce with Vikas sir. As you all know, your first semester is starting from 13th September. So this being the first semester, I would like to help you. So taking this view into considerations, I'm uploading various practice set paper on various subject, and this is my first practice set paper on economics. So I'm starting with the introductory parts. Okay, we'll be studying the different types of economic system, economics, economic growth, economic development. We'll be studying all this in the first chapter. So let's get started. The market economy is also known as capitalist economic system, capitalism, both A and B, and mixed economy. See, there are three types of economic system. One is the socialistic economic system, the other is the capitalist economic system, and third is the market economic system. Okay, so the market economy is also known as the capitalistic economic system or simply the capitalism. Okay, so the right answer for question number 1 is option B, that is capitalism. It is also known as capitalistic economic system. Number 2, in the market economy, the price is fixed by the forces of demand, supply, C both A and B, and number D option is government. See, there should be something or there should be some control mechanism which will decide the market price. In case of socialist economic system, the price of a commodity or any factors of productions is obviously determined by the government or the government agencies. But as regards market economic system, they have the right to produce any type of goods and services which is not against the welfare of the society, but the prices is not fixed by the proprietor. Okay, it should be fixed, or it is being fixed by the interactions of both demand and supply. So the right answer is both A and B. The interaction, the forces of interactions between demand and supply will determine the market price of a commodity. So in market economy, price is fixed by the forces of, number C is the right option, both A and B. Number D, see, the concept of invisible hands is developed by Adam Smith, Marshall, Robinson, and Nunn. See, the concept of invisible hands is definitely developed by Adam Smith, who is known as the father of economics. See, in the market economy, we discussed just now that the price is determined by the forces of demand and supply, which is, it is not being controlled by any individual or by the government. So it is controlled by some unseen factors like the demand and supply. That's why Adam Smith considered that phenomenon as the invisible hands, which controls the prices in the market economy. So the right answer for question number 3 is number A, that is Adam Smith. Number 4, in socialistic economic system, over exploitation. See, I'm really sorry for this. Question number 4 is incomplete. So I will be following question number 5. I'm sorry for that. So as regards question number 4, following are the examples of common property resources, that is fishing in river, playground, common grazing land, and all. C. What do you mean by private property? Common property resources. Common property resources are those resources which is not privately owned, which is owned by all the members of the society jointly, like any playground where we can play. Every individuals can go and play. There may be a forest where nearby villagers can collect the dry woods. That is a common property resources. It's a fishing in rivers. So but if there is a fishing in ponds which is owned by a private individual, that is not a common property resources. Okay, So if the playground is private, then it is not a common property. So if the grazing land is also owned by private, then it is not a common property. It is not a common property. So common property resources are those resources which can be used by all the members of the society free of cost. So the examples of common property resource is fishing in the river. It is also correct. Common playground is also correct. Common grazing land is also the right answer is all. Number 5. In the market economy, allocation of resources done through planning authority, market system, administrative authority, and the government. See, in the market economy, who allocate the resources? Who allocate land, labor, and capital which is required for production? And definitely it is the market system. Okay, administrative authority and the government, they allocated resources in case of socialistic economic system. Okay, in case of socialistic economic system, the resources are allocated and prices even fixed by the administrative authority or the government. But in case of market economy, though the price is fixed by the individual hands known as demand and supply, but the allocation of resources is done through market system. Okay, but in socialistic it is done through planning authority. Okay, then the next question number 6. According to Marx, when an economic develops, it passes through dash stages 3, 4. The number A is 3, number B is 4, number C is, again there is a printing mistake, C is, it's a 5, and number D it is 6. Okay, I'm really sorry. As I prepared this content just now, I had made some mistake and I'm correcting it. So according to Marx, when an economy develops, it passes through, it's definitely 5 stages. Okay, it passed through 5 stages. Next, the misuse of common property resources known as tragedy of community, tragedy of commons. C is both, and D is none. Okay, I'm just correcting the questions also. So the misuse of common property resources known as tragedy of commons. As we are as I just explained what is common property resource, these are resources only owned by the members of the society. But we being the greedy people, we never satisfied with our one, so we try to exploit more and more public property resources. So when it is exploited more, then it leads to over exploitation or destruction of resources, and that is definitely known as tragedy of commons. Okay, it is known as, so misuse of common property resources known as tragedy of commons. It is tragedy of commons, and the right answer is 7, option B. And question number 8. Dash in economic system, the interference of the government in economic activities is minimum. Capitalism, socialism, mixed economy, and plant economy. Okay, see, in case of socialist economic system, everything is controlled by the government, so there is too much government interference. In capitalism, there is quite less government interference because everything is decided by the private individuals except price. Okay, and in mixed economy, and some sectors are owned by the government and some sectors are owned by the private. So in government sectors, definitely there is too much government interference. So the right answer where the interference of the government is minimum is capitalism, or the market economy, or capitalistic economic system. Okay, which the tragedy of commons associated, we have just studied, so it may be asked in different ways. So tragedy of commons is associated with definitely common property resources. Capitalism, socialism, mixed economy, and common property resources. The tragedy of commons is definitely related with common property resources. So option D is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 10. At present, the economic system prevalent in India is a socialistic system, plant economic system, capitalist economic system, and mixed economic system. India is a perfect example for a mixed economy where the private sector and the government works together hand in hand. Okay, so India is the best example of mixed economic system. So India presently follows mixed economic system. So the correct answer for question number 10 is option D. Okay, number 11. So number 11, dual economy implies coexistence of developed and underdeveloped sector, capitalism and socialism, primary and secondary none. So dual economy means those economic system where we find some developed sector and there are some in underdeveloped sector also. Okay, so dual economy implies coexistence of developed sector and underdeveloped sector. There may be agriculture sector, there may be industrial sector, there may be service sector, maybe it is agricultural developed and industrial developed but is not so developed in service sector, or it is developed in service sector but underdeveloped in agriculture sector. So those economy where there is a coincidence of developed sector as well as underdeveloped sector, we call it dual economy. Okay, the right answer for question number 11 is A. Okay, this is A, and I have forgot to write question number A. Okay, question number 12, which of the following is a characteristics of a developed economy? So in developed economy we will find high rate of growth of per capita income, high rate of literacy, high rate of growth of capital formation. So which of the following is the characteristics of developed economy? High rate of growth of population is not definitely. Only in underdeveloped economy the growth of population is high. Scarcity of capital is also the features of underdeveloped economy. Low standard of living is also the features of underdeveloped economy. High per capita income, so this is definitely the right answer. So which of the following is a category? It is a high per capita income, because in developed economy we'll find low rate of growth of population, high rate of capital formation, high standard of living, high per capita income. Okay, so the right answer is high per capita income. And now question number 13. Okay, we are going following question number 13. So it's a question number 13. If you see question number 13, in the case of explanation of the development of society, Marxism theory is known as communism, individualism, historical materialism and idealism, and it is definitely communism. Marxist theory is also known as communism. Okay, and last, that is question number 14, which of the following is not a source of economic growth? In order to attain economic growth, we need some factors which contribute towards the growth of economy, and that factors is labor force, technology, poverty and human capital. Poverty is not the source of economic growth. For economic growth we require labor factor or labor force, we require technological factor, we require human capital, but poverty is not the economic growth, because if a country is facing poverty then it will never grow. Okay, so the main source of economic growth is labor, technology and human factor, but the question asks which is not the source of economic growth, so the right answer is poverty. So the right answer for question number 14 is C, that is poverty. So this is my first practice set paper in economics. I will be preparing more and more practice set papers for you. Please just watch my channel, share my channel, subscribe my channel, hit the notification button so that you will be notified as soon as I upload videos. This economics is equally important for commerce students as well as humanities also students from any other disciplines. But I being commerce teacher, I upload videos on accountancies also. If I get time, I will uploading videos on BSTD, costing and taxations also. But due to lack of time, presently I am concentrating only in two subjects. One is accountancy and other is economics. So I hope these videos will find quite helpful to you, and if it is useful then please write comment and send me feedback so I can come with more contents. You can also suggest me which contents you require, so that I will try to prepare video as per your preference also. Thank you.